Всем здрасте, приветствую вас на канале Даффи Стример. Продолжаю записывать серию игр по вселенной Warhammer 40 тысяч. Warhammer 40 тысяч Eisenhorn XENOS. Игра вышла в 2016 году. Это шутер от третьего лица. В игре мы выступаем в роли Eisenhorn, инквизитора Святой Инквизиции Императора. Как и подобает инквизитору, по сюжету мы проводим расследования, выявляем еретиков. В этом нам помогает наша команда. Механика игры следующая. В бою мы используем оружие дальнего боя, это болтерный пистолет, плазмоган, и оружие ближнего боя, это мечи, цепные мечи. Разновидностей оружия много. Также мы можем использовать пси-атаки. В ходе выполнения миссий за убийство врагов и нахождение сундуков мы получаем монеты. За эти монеты мы в специальных точках покупаем новое оружие, улучшаем старое. Также за монеты мы покупаем различные святые токены для повышения характеристик нашего персонажа. В самой битве против врагов мы можем комбинировать урон от нашего оружия. В кого-то постреляли, кого-то мечом порубили. Обязательно уклониться от атак врага. Добивающие удары есть для обоих видов оружия. Кроме открытой атаки мы можем использовать стелс-атаки по типу подманили врага пси-способностью, обошли его и тихонько убили. Также в игре с помощью специального прибора мы взламываем двери, взламываем мозги врагов. Для этого необходимо подключиться к тому или иному объекту и выполнить ряд определенных действий. На видео показано. Сама игра сделана в прямом духе Warhammer 40 тысяч. Готические техноперсонажи, готические локации, сюжет. В общем, игра отличная.
There is another face to the truth. I have looked on the terrors of the universe and cast them down. I have judged billions and forgiven some. I have known victory and touched defeat. And the lesson that all my years as an inquisitor have taught me is that it is not enough to prevail. We have to endure the poison of history. We have to survive our own sins. My name is Gregor Eisenhorn, and these deeds were mine. Hunting the recidivist Murdin Iclone, I came to hubris in the dormant of 240.M41, as the Imperial sidereal calendar has it. Dormant lasted 11 months of hubris's 29-month lunar year, and the only signs of life were the custodians patrolling the precincts of the hibernation tombs. Where are the tomb's custodians?
They are making their rounds.
Knowing we approach? Knowing we expect to meet them?
I will check.
I had heard of the bitter cold, and prayed to the Emperor that I would never feel it again.
How?
Stay back!
Processional 212 was a hibernation tomb at the west end of the Great Imperial Avenue. It housed 12,142 members of the hubris ruling elite. Be careful, Loris. You know how dangerous Cyclone is.
He's an animal, a dangerous one, but we'll put him down.
We have him cornered. That'll make him more of a threat than ever. Watch your back.
You too, Eisenhorn.
I admit I was excited, eager to close and conclude a business that had lasted 6 years. Cyclone had evaded me for 6 whole years. I studied his methods every day and dreamed of him every night. Now, I could smell him. In every direction, rows and rows of ice berths ranged down the smooth basalt chambers. It was like walking into the Imperium's grandest morgue. Their eyes were dark and unforthcoming, as though they had done this mindlessly, by order. All my life, I have had a reputation for being cold, unfeeling. I am not, but I possess a singular force of will. To feel pain, fear, or grief is a luxury I cannot afford. Throughout my career, it has served me well to steel myself against all that this wretched galaxy can throw at me. Loris Vibben had served with me for 5.5 years. In that period, she had saved my life twice. When I recruited her from the clan slums of Tornish, it was for her combat skills. But I came to value her for her sharp mind, soft wit, and clear head. I stared down at her body for a moment. I believe I may have uttered her name. I made a promise to myself. I would kill Iclone with this gun.
Eisenhorn? Gregor, is that you? You're dead, you know, Gregor. Dead like they all are. Step out and make it quick.
He was good, I'll give him that. My legs actually twitched, almost starting to walk me clear of cover into the open. Iclone was infamous across a dozen settled systems for his mind powers and mesmeric tone. How else had he managed to get these dark-eyed fools to do his bidding? But I have similar skills, and I have honed them well. Show yourself first.
Step back. What makes you think you can catch me this time, Gregor? You've failed so many times before. Admit it, Gregor. You don't want to kill me. You want to join me.
The sleepers were waking, their frigid bodies sore with hibernation sickness, trapped in their caskets with no one to aid them. I bid Betancourt alert the custodians. Apparently relief crews were on their way. But why? Why was Eisenhorn doing this?
Almost got you, Gregor.
You're only stretching this out, Eisenhorn.
Feeling cold, Eisenhorn? You'll join these corpses soon.
I hesitated. A merciful headshot would have spared her everything. But once awake, the hierarchy of hubris would not understand a mercy killing. Do you think me weak? Flawed? To set my duty before her suffering? I would gladly ignore one life in agony if I could save 100, 1,000 more. For I have the moral strength required of an inquisitor. Mankind must suffer so that mankind can survive. It's that simple. But to this day, I still dream of the slow death to which I abandoned her. The screaming, the pounding. God, Emperor, help me, I will never forget that. Thousands of frantic souls waking up to face an agonizing death. The cryogenerators had come from the ships that first carried humans to this world. The tombs had been raised around them and kept operating for thousands of years. This was where iClone's men had artificially triggered the revival process. A key component of this mysterious device had been removed.
Almost, Gregor.
There's nowhere left to run, recidivist.
You cannot stop us, Inquisitor. Your Imperium's days are numbered.
Perhaps, but yours ends here.
I will make you scream like the girl did. I begged this from nothing. Come join us in hell. girl did. She begged us to mess. Come join her in hell.
No more words, heretic. I punched the gun so hard into his mouth the trigger guard broke his lower teeth.
Most perturbatory.
Amos?
A codifier of unique design, similar in layout to the mind impulse units used by the hallowed Adeptus Mechanicus to govern the linkage between human brain and god machine. It may be illicit or stolen. The Adeptus Mechanicus would be most interested.
Either way, they're not going to know about it. This is inquisitorial evidence.
Quite so.
Where is this off-worlder, this Eisenhorn? Arrest him!
High Custodian.
You will be detained until...
No. I am an Inquisitor of the God Emperor of Mankind, Ordo XENOS. I will cooperate in any investigation, but you will not and cannot detain me. Do you understand?
An Inquisitor? Thousands are dead. This desecration, the highborn of hubris, violated by a...
A murderer. A follower of darkness who now lies dead under a plastic sheet on the upper landing platform. I mourn the great loss hubris has suffered tonight. But if I had not been here at all to raise the alarm, who knows what catastrophe Iclone may have wrought. Or even his overall ambition.
Iclone, the recidivist? You must brief me on this entire event.
I shall prepare a report and bring it to you. I will have questions for you too, but you have plenty to deal with right now. We made our way out. Betancourt presented the junior custodians with a formal register of evidence to be stored for my inspection. The list included the casket and the bodies of Iclone and his men.
Lowink is waiting for you in the room below us.
Master?
Contact the main Astropathicus enclave here on Hubris and request a full transcript of off-world traffic for the past 6 weeks. Also any record of unlicensed traffic, individuals using their own astropaths. Whatever they can make available. And a little threat that it's an Inquisitor requiring this data wouldn't hurt.
Will you be requiring an auto-seance?
Not yet, but I will eventually. I will give you time to prepare.
Master, is it true that the female Vibben is dead?
Yes, Lowink.
Ah, I thought it was quiet.
The comment wasn't as callous as it sounded. Loris Vibben was a latent psyker. Whilst she was alive, I could hear the unconscious broadcasting of her young, eager mind. And yet my psychic abilities at the time were undeveloped compared to Loing's. Blank eyes were empty. Not like iClone's drones, but vacant, like an immense, starless distance. I had no idea who he was. At that point,
Eisenhorn.
Touchdown! Destination reached. Ready to disembark. Damn bright place.
they have 11 months of pitch dark, so they light their habitat to an excessive degree.
They don't get many visitors in this season. Most of the ships... When are you meeting Carpel? Amos is waiting for you at the exit.
It was a short trip through the overbright streets to the custodial hall. The flowers?
From the hydroponic farms on East Dome 7.
Signifying?
Morning, same as the sashes. What happened last night is a major tragedy for this world. Yellow is their holy color. I believe the local religion is a solar belief.
The sun as emperor?
Common enough. Extreme here, for obvious reasons.
High Custodian.
They are all dead. All 12,142. Processional 212 is dead. None survived the trauma.
Hubris has my sincere sympathies, High Custodian.
Your sympathies? A great part of our ruling elite die in one night, and we have your sympathies to console us.
The combat simulator.
wealthiest Hubrites kept winter palaces on the west perimeter of the Sun Dome. According to Chase Nafishik, they enjoyed both light and dark, as if that was something indulgent. They looked inwards to the lit dome and had shutters that could be opened to view the dark landscape of the winter desert. It was a spiritual thing, Amos suggested.
Wait! The area is lousy with laser traps.
Most perturbatory. They are triggered by proximity. We will need to pick our way through carefully. Gregor, you should be able to hack this door's security with the Auspex.
We need to find a more discreet way in. Perhaps we can find an entrance higher up.
Either your scanner is wrong, or you're drunk.
Intruder. Hey, you! Stop!
Croats wasn't wrong. She's a beaut. Board, board, board.
Who's there?
Inquisition. Who's here? What's your name?
Lisa B.
What are you doing here?
The Pleasure Girl was right. There's more than a few of them down there. We should proceed with caution. Looks like a study, Inquisitor. We must surely find something revealing here. Simon Croats. That's not a name I know.
What was that? Hey, you! Stop!
Someone's coming.
What are you doing? Kill him!
I know some of these men. Those two are locals, low-grade laborers. Long list of petty convictions on both.
Hired muscle.
Seems to be your man's way.
Simon Croats.
Godwin Fishig.
Very well, Simon Croats. Where are you from?
Thracian Primar.
The ice and cold.
What's happening?
We're leaving. The charges were set off by the same spasm that killed Croats. I realized Fishik was now beginning to understand the resources and capabilities of the people we worked against. Their abominable crime at Processional 212 had demonstrated the scale of their malice, but he hadn't seen that firsthand. Arbeits squads moved into the dwelling and secured it while local Medicaid servitors patched our wounds.